Hello and welcome back to my channel. You are having a wonderful day. It is so cold here in London and I am warming up with this very nice cup of tea, and so grab on yourself and let's do November favourites. We can actually start with my mug of tea. As some of you may know, I am an actress and ballet dancer, and so this mug is very appropriate. It was actually a gift and it is a mug with Degas painting of ballet dancers on it. I'm not sure what the exact name is, but I will pop it in here. Next thing I actually want to talk about was the tea strainer. So what you do is you squeeze it here, and as you can see there are some tea leaves inside, and then you just pop it back in. And it's so useful, especially because, as I said, it's so cold at the moment here, and so I've been drinking tea all day long. That mug I love, and the tea strainer has become an absolute staple for me at the moment. I've been using it every single day. I love my tea and it's just so useful, because before I put like the leaves in a thing and then pour the hot water through, you don't want to use a tea bag, and yeah, so love that. Items in my monthly favourites are these products from Garnier. I really love the Garnier micellar water, but recently I started using their milky cleanser and I don't know what it was, but it really didn't sit very well on my skin. It's so thick and I just really didn't enjoy it, and when I ran out of it I wanted to go back to the micellar water. And then when I went into Boots to go and buy it, they actually didn't have the one that I wanted, but when I had a look at what was on deal, this vegan range of Garnier was on deal. And I'm a vegetarian, well, I'm like a flexi vegan. I think it's called a fleegan. I'm 100% vegetarian and sometimes I dabble in the vegan area, and I'm expecting I'll probably will go vegan at some stage. I'm not quite there yet. Anyway, rather than finding the original micellar water that I used, I actually found this one, which is an oil infused micellar water. And this is, it smells like lavender. It's so nice. Yeah, it smells really nice. Actually smells a bit like chamomile as well, like lavender and chamomile. Anyway, as I mentioned, Garnier was on deal and they had this as well, which is the Garnier Rose Toner. And I recently was speaking to a woman who was, I suppose, middle-aged, I guess, like 50s, 60s. And she was saying that she swears by toner and she had the most amazing skin, and she just said that it's all down to toner. So I decided to invest in a toner, and as you can see here it is vegan, and I just really wanted to give them a go, and I've actually shaken this up already. But as you can see, I have got through quite a bit. I've actually had them a couple of weeks, but my nighttime routine now always includes using this to remove my makeup, and it works as well for waterproof makeup, and it's okay for contact lens wearers, which is important for me because I wear contact lenses. And the toner as well, I just put a tiny bit on. I use these reusable cotton pads. I actually have one here. These reusable ones, you just pop them in a pouch and you can put them in your washing machine, and you can also use just like water to clean them. And I just put a tiny bit of the toner on and put it around my face, and I actually have noticed a difference. It smells so nice, and I don't know what it is, it gets off that extra bit as well of makeup. This is really good, but often I've noticed that when I've used the toner on here, just that tiny bit of extra stuff comes off. And yeah, I'm really liking it at the moment. Next up on my list was actually a gift, and it is these Irish Seaweed shampoo and conditioners. And as you might remember in a previous favourites video, I started trying these plastic-free shampoo and conditioners, and I still love them. But I don't think the person knew who gave these to me that I had actually gone plastic-free. But these are absolutely amazing. So I've been kind of enjoying using these and the plastic-free soaps. So these are Irish organic seaweed. They are by someone called Gosman, or Gorman. I think it says Gorman. And it says here Irish organic seaweed hair care products are made with the purest and finest ingredients, a blend of vitamins, minerals and essential botanicals and organic seaweed, all made in Ireland. And they smell really, really, really good. From the ingredients list, there are quite a few ingredients that I probably wouldn't want in there, like some chemicals, and I try to go completely natural, but I would say as far as it goes, this is a very, very, very natural product, and I really like that for my hair. My hair is quite sensitive. It kind of goes through phases actually. Sometimes it's very sensitive, it's quite long, and other times it's a bit sturdier. I don't really know why it changes, but I've noticed that sometimes it has like sensitive moments. And I've been really enjoying using these two because they've been really, really good for my sensitive hair. I think it's particularly as well when we're in winter that it gets really, really sensitive, because I find that my skin gets really dry, my hair gets really dry, and also putting on like hats and scarves and everything, and like lots of jumpers, and then the heating's on, all of that can make my hair go really staticky and constant like going in and out of like coats and stuff. So yeah, so I think my hair just gets really, really damaged from going out in the freezing cold and then into like a really heated room, and yeah, such a ramble. But these I have been loving. I would highly recommend them. Now the last beauty product on my list this month is this Kerastase Lift, and I'm not sure how to pronounce the last word. It says Vertige or Vertige, I'm not really entirely sure, but it's a root uplifting gel, and I really like big voluminous hair, and I'll back brush my hair, back comb it to make it stand up a bit more. I'll use hairspray, and I'll try loads and loads and loads of different things, but this is really good. So what you do, as I mentioned, it's a gel and it comes out of this style pump, and when your hair is wet or damp, maybe like just after a shower, you just do a couple of pumps on your hand and you massage it into the roots of your hair, and then you blow dry it as normal or leave it to dry. And that gel means that it's completely boosted from the roots up, and I found it really, really useful because I actually don't like using hairspray that much. I find it makes my hair quite greasy, and backcombing it's obviously quite bad for your hair. So I've been really enjoying this root uplifting gel. I'm really, really, really liking it, and classic Kerastase, it smells so, so, so good. I know it is a bit on the pricey side, but if you want to treat yourself, I would definitely recommend this product. Moving on to non-beauty related items, the next thing in my monthly favourites is this, and I was actually given it for Christmas a few years ago, and I really liked it at the time actually, but I didn't really use it, and recently I've been using it a lot and I love it. It's this jewellery box from a place called Campo, Marzio, and it's beautiful red, I think it might be faux leather, hopefully, and it is made in Italy, and it's this beautiful Italian design, as like only Italians can do. Here's just a close-up of it, this beautiful, beautiful red leather. Then you open it up and inside is this gorgeous brushed suede, and here you have all these different compartments. So I actually took out my jewellery to show in this video because otherwise they all would have fallen out. But you have this section here for your rings. Then you have this little section here for, it's like a little section for anything you want to pop in here. So I've actually been using this section here for things like hair slides and hair clips, but I think you could also use it for like brooches and just like little things that don't fit into the ring section. And then lastly, I keep really special things in here. So it's like a removable pouch. So you can either use this, say, for necklaces, but I actually keep the pouch in and I use it for earrings that might drop out. So and then you put them in here, and then you can make the drawstring tighter. And I actually really, really struggle. Oh, and then you just zip it up as normal, and you can like pop it into your bag. And it's really tiny. It's like the size of my hand. And I've been using this loads recently, and as I was going to say before, I often find jewellery boxes really, really difficult because they're either really big and clunky, or my jewellery just doesn't fit in there. and other things like that, but this is so lightweight and so sleek. I love it, and it's such good quality. It's really, really, really good, so definitely an investment worth making. Now, I hope you're ready. Now, my last item for my monthly favourites might shock you a bit, and I was also a bit shocked when I saw it, but I'm just gonna go for it. My last monthly favourites is this. Now you might be thinking, what the hell is this alien life form in this jar? But it is actually to make kombucha. So I know it seems really, really crazy, but I love kombucha. I know it's a bit of a thing at the moment because I was watching a lot of videos and doing some research around it and reading some articles as well, and I recently discovered that apparently gut health is something that we haven't really explored very much in terms of science, and so that's why it's quite a big thing at the moment. There's a lot of research being done into our gut health, and kombucha is essentially well known as an excellent anti-inflammatory drink for your gut. And gut health is very important because it affects a huge amount of different things in your body, you know, even mental health, anxiety, your gut. If your gut is stressed, that directly links to your brain, and there's just loads and loads of things. I'll link some articles and videos down below, but there's a lot of material out there that's really interesting to read. Anyway, I was at work and one of the girls I work with actually said to me she makes her own kombucha, and I was so fascinated by this because I didn't know that you could make your own kombucha. I mean, I know people do because they sell it, but I don't know personally how to make my own kombucha. And she was like, oh, it's easy, I'll give you my kombucha starter. And I was like, oh, okay, great. And she came in with this, and this is called a Scoby, and I know it looks foul and it looks like a brain. I'm so sorry if you're squeamish, but it's actually, all it is it's just a starter. Like, you know how you have like a yeast starter and things like that when you make bread? This is just a kombucha starter, and essentially it's like a bacteria. And what you do is you get a large like jug, or you can use a Kilner jar, for example, and you pop the Scoby in and you basically brew it. So it requires sugar, and because the bacteria eats the sugar, green tea or any other kind of pure herbal tea that you would like, and lots of water. And you let it sit for about 2 weeks, and if you, depending on your taste, and then you have kombucha. And it's amazing because I was spending like £2 or £3 buying kombucha because it's actually quite expensive, and now I don't have to because I have my kombucha starter. And so this has currently got the lid on. You're not really meant to keep the lid on, you're meant to keep it open so it can breathe, and in some liquid if you're not making it at the moment. When I go and make it, I'll take it out of this jar because I feel a bit mean squashing it in this jar. But yeah, that is my last favourite. So I know it might seem a bit weird, but I would definitely recommend, if you can, getting a kombucha starter and making your own kombucha. It's so good for you. There are so many health benefits, and I've actually been really loving being in the kitchen and just brewing my own things. It's just been so satisfying being self-sufficient. And that completes this video. I hope that you have enjoyed seeing what I've been loving this month, and definitely let me know in the comments below what your monthly favourites have been, as I love hearing other people's monthly favourites. I am so nosy, I love knowing what other people have been loving, so definitely let me know, and I'll link everything I spoke about in this video in the description box below. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!